said he wants some passion, I'ma teach that boy a lesson. Got your bitch on her knees doing yoga, how she stretching. I don't got lemons, but I squeeze. No, I'm super fresh, life a breeze. Yeah, 2 big locks on my knees. Yeah, baby, this is Villon on my teeth. Yeah.
No, act like that's not for real. Act like nobody knew that. Stop acting like y'all, like
what
we
part?
Really.
What you mean we don't have your back?
I have more.
Break that down. Explain how we don't have your back.
Okay, all right. So the narrative, like I said, with the online ish, that's what I said. Y'all ain't nobody trying to clear up no narrative about nothing. Ever since I came back, it was weird. Yes, it was weird. Yeah, I at first, no, I did not. I wasn't too fond of Lauren. Nah, I wasn't too fond of her when I came back because we had a whole plan. Even how when I came back, how I pick her to fill in for me, right? I come back, she ain't never leave. Then, all right, cool that she don't leave, but she's on only during my segment. If she was meant to be a fourth host, move her in another way. Why she got to be moved in on? Because nobody had a problem with Jess with the Mess until she started reading right. You know what I mean? Till she started reporting. I wasn't hired as a reporter. I was hired as Jess with the Mess. So she started reading and delivering details and all that stuff.
Yes.
Then that's when Jess with the Mess wasn't good enough no more. That's how it was presented. So I'm like, all right, cool.
But who said that though? Because the internet said that?
What are we talking about? No. This is our listeners. This is yeah. Why can't we worry about the comments? And these are people that enjoy the show and watch the show. It's not all about Instagram. It's YouTube. It's like we have people that have been watching the show. Yeah, she's great at what she do. That's why I picked her to fill in for me. But when I came back, it's like, what's going on? If she's gonna be a fourth voice, why she only gotta be a fourth voice on my segment?
She wasn't a fourth voice. She was a producer. She was hired as a news producer to help with getting all news and doing interview
She was
questions.
gonna be the senior news producer.
She wasn't on there. When you came back, Lauren was not on there. She was in the back doing questions, sending interview questions, reporting the news. Am I lying?
I thought you was.
I thought she was on air.
They told her don't step in this room.
Yes, but I thought you was using her on purpose.
What? You thought I was using Lauren on purpose?
Yes.
No. What are we talking about? No. She didn't leave when I came back. The first day we had a whole situation like, all right, look, this was going to happen. And when it's time for us to roll, it changed. No, the first question was about, the only person who asked me about my baby maternity leave was Envy. All right, I walked in. She addressed the hate in the comments. That was the first thing she addressed when I came back. I'm like, what the hell would make her want to think I want to talk about that?
Y'all talk off air though, right?
So yeah. We started talking off air. But I'm
saying even prior to you even coming back.
So then I felt uncomfortable that first day. So I'm like, all right, look. Thea was like, all right. Well, we'll just take her off air. She was back the next week. All right, cool. Because there was a voice. Y'all wanted her on air. There was a voice. They wanted her there. They wanted her here. There's a place for Lauren in the show. All right, cool. If there's a place for her on the show,
you wanted her
let's
here
do
too,
it
though.
Another way. Yeah.
Because you said you wanted to change the segment from Jess with the Mess to the Lauren.
That was eventually. Okay. Even when it came down to it still being called Jess with the Mess, and then I'm introducing her to introduce stories. That was pointless and it was stupid. It's no Jess with the Mess. Just make it Brown Girl Grinding or Lauren with the latest or Lauren's Legal Corner. I'm giving ideas. I'm like, yo. I even with the Taylor, change that. Take that Jess with the Mess off of that. I feel like I'm getting credit for something I'm not doing, and it's stupid because this is not what she does. Is not Jess with the Mess. I read headlines and I give commentary. I say what people thinking.
I agree. Could I ask a question?
What I'm saying? Yes, she's more of a reporter. She's journalism.
Can I ask a question?
What?
Why didn't you wear the do-rag this morning?
Because
why you joke so much, man?
What you mean?
And it's not a do-rag, it's a silk scarf, nigga. But it's not. It's not a joke. I'm serious.
If you gonna bring it to the radio, I want to laugh.
It's not a joke,
okay?
but it's not a joke.
It's a serious issue about it.
It is a serious issue.
Okay, let me just sit back and watch then, because I'm not Joe Clark.
Because it's not.
I am actually. Give me my baseball bat.
No, it's now Envy. That's what I'm saying. No, nobody has even tried to clean up the narrative that I'm a villain, man.
You're not a villain. Who said you a villain?
Yo, stop acting like you don't live in them comments too, Charlotte. Stop acting like you don't understand.
But what do I always tell you? I say stop listening to the internet. Stop listening to the comments. Stop listening to the folks on YouTube. Don't let them trick you out your position. What you did last night is what they want you to do, and you can't let the internet win.
No, but look, it's not even about what they want me to do. I did last night what I wanted to do, what I felt like I should have been did. I've been asking questions.
The internet loves mess. And one of the easiest ways to create mess is to pit people against each other, especially two women. And I don't dwell in that. And y'all know that.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. You let the internet dictate what's going on. We've had conversations, and this is the thing. This is why I thought it was corny, and it's just me personally. I thought it was corny because we have conversations up here. We just have a meeting. If you had an issue, a problem, a situation, or something that you felt, why you ain't bring it to the team? When you came back, Jess, I pulled you to the side. I said, Jess, if you feel uncomfortable, if you don't want Lauren in the room, this is your show. We can make that the change whenever you want. Did I not say that to you?
Yeah, you did. It's not about wanting her in the room, yo. It's about the segment. Like it was like y'all
have that conversation
y'all wanted
off
her.
air. If you had a problem, say it to us. We had a meeting yesterday.
Conversations off air. What
not
is we
like
talking
that.
about?
Not like nobody having my back, because we have your back. As far as the Corey Holcomb thing, y'all been beefing for 11 years.
I'm not worried about it's not even about you.
You worried about comments, and you worried about what people say.
I'm worried about the perception and my reputation to be on the show.
They've been ishing on me for 15 years. They've been ishing on Charlamagne for 15 years.
But that's on you. And the things that people ish on me for is on me.
I don't let it affect me because I know who I am as a person. I don't give a F what them people say in the comments.
Oh, come on.
I know who I am. I know what I do. You let them people get in the comments and F with you. You are great at what you do.
Everybody simmer down.
Like, you are dope.
She's very
dope. You let them people piss you off. No, F them niggas. You nice. Like, what you do is funny.
I tell her that all the time, on air,
You brought
off
that
air.
energy that we needed to the Breakfast Club. Yeah. And you let a bitch-ass person in the comments say something to stare you up. I tell you, F them niggas.
We don't even know who these people are.
They could be bots and all that. But, and we doing it on air when we could have did it behind the scenes. Like, I F with you the long way, not on some internet-ish. And to hear that through there, that's whack, man.
This sounds very light-skinned. But let's go to the phones. 1-800-585-1051. Let's open the phone lines. Everybody woosah.
I'm going to get a sparkler water, man.
I got my candles lit. I got my candles lit. If you need me to light sage, I'll light sage. Jess want to fight. Envy being beige rage. It's the Breakfast Club. I refuse to deal with this beige rage and this Baltimore madness. Okay, now you bring this Delaware.
You shut up. You shut up.
All I want to do is radio. Okay, all Charlamagne want to do is laugh. Then y'all yell at me for laughing. You don't take nothing serious.
They said it's all your fault.
I know. It's always my fault. I don't care. Okay, I take the good and the bad with everything. It is what it is. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious, Lauren LaRosa is here. We're having a conversation because Jess Hilarious went crazy on Instagram last night.
And I knew the live would upset. You know, Charlamagne, you don't get upset, whatever. But I knew that it would upset Envy. I knew it would upset Lauren. That's why you closed the elevator this morning.
That was crazy. Now, why would you do that, Lauren?
I just I wanted to.
They pulled up at the same time.
At the same time where we parked, and she was in front of me.
She saw Jess. She didn't know what Jess was on, so she rushed to the elevator. She hit the button. You remember when Q was on Juice and he thought Bishop was behind him?
I hit the button one time, and this was why
I heard the button though.
I felt like I didn't know what to say to you because I was so thrown off by parts of that live yesterday. I'm like, bro, we be talking at least enough. Like, we don't got to be friends outside of here. But I feel like I've always said to you off air, whenever things have happened, we've had conversations about a lot of different things. Let's talk. Call me. What's up? What's the issue? What's going on?
The issue is the whole narrative. Like, I understand F the comments and F the people and all that. But it's not all about them. It's how I'm feeling too. What if I'm feeling the same way the people feel? You know what I'm saying? So what? Because niggas online feel a certain way. I feel the same way they feel about it.
Call me and curse me out. Call in me and curse them out. Yes, you do.
Yes, okay. I've done that. You know what I mean?
There's a bigger issue sometimes too, because I feel like, all right, you'll call him, you'll cuss him out. We might talk about different situations. But I think a lot of times, if there's an issue for real, and then it don't be no movement in here, it's like there's an issue outside and then there's no movement in here, and then we just all in here like he ha. Like, you're doing a lot of it right now. You're laughing and joking, but for real, you know that she's up here crying. Nothing about that is funny. Like, there's real issues and real problems, and we don't really get to the gist of it.
Never.
I want the record to show I see Jess cry a lot. So.
It doesn't matter if you see her cry 1,000 times.
Talking about
you know what? I'm not even talking to y'all. I'm not talking to y'all. See, because when I try to be serious and talk, you see what I'm saying? You see how they do me? I'm a mind my
What
business.
I'm saying is that I think at this moment, because this is East Side High, West Side, whatever high we gonna be, we here and we together, so we got to figure this out. And it's not, everything's not a joke. And I can understand some of where you was coming from, but bro, part of that live I thought was crazy. I'm like, what, Jess? Like,
What part did you think was crazy?
What part? Because like, Lauren, it's not like you didn't hear anything in that live that I haven't said to you.
I heard a lot that you didn't say to me in
Okay,
person.
so what part did I not say to you?
Okay, so the part about the talking over each other and the hush, be quiet, because you talk about how you feel in real time, right?
Yeah.
I'm feeling in real time. That be quiet. That was crazy. The shut up. I was like, oh, okay, because what we really giving up here? Like, what's up?
Okay,
right?
but I didn't. None of that was said. You didn't say anything about that.
And then when I pulled you into the office with our EP with Eddie, the first thing I said to you was, Jess, we fighting for airtime and it shouldn't be like that. I want to know what can I do better as a producer? What can we do better as the two women sitting right here next to each other to make sure that don't happen, because it doesn't look good. It's not going to play well for either one of us.
I literally swear to God, I don't even remember you saying that.
And that's exactly why I had Eddie in the room, or EP, to have the
I never
conversation.
ever heard that.
Because
you've pulled me to the side a few times to ask me, are you okay? How do you feel like about the stories and things like that? You've never said what you just said to me. Now listen. I have said, hush, shut up. Like, yo, you overtalk. And like I said, I'm not about to be up here fighting for no mic. Like, I'm not doing that. If I already got the job, like, what am I doing? Like, I'm not. It's four voices. Three of us are very opinionated. You know what I mean? Me, you, and Charlamagne. I'm not saying Envy don't got no opinion, but he don't jump in every single time there's dead air. You know what I'm saying? When you overtalk. And it's like the only time you can quiet down is somebody be like, shut up or hush.
My mom don't even tell me shut up, Jess. I'm a grown ass woman.
And I understand. You could have said that on air right then and there. Or right after when you saying you put me in the office. You never put me nowhere to tell me that.
Because the way that I do things when it comes to my job and my career, that's not what we on. And I told you from the jump, I was never going to give that to you.
Okay.
Ever. And did I not? Our first conversation, I said, if I ever have an issue with you, I'm going to handle it in a way where we can get through a conversation, because we grown, and regardless, you don't got to love me, you don't got to like me, but we here together. I'm here.
And listen, like I said earlier, the internet loves mess.
Yes, you are here.
And one of the easiest ways to create mess is to pit women against each other.
And you're here because of an opportunity that I extended.
Regardless
no. I'm not sitting here like you don't deserve to be here. I'm not sitting here like you're not here. You're not going anywhere. That's first and foremost, let's get that. It may be my delivery or whatever. But yeah, you are here. I ain't never say you shouldn't be here. I said from the whole jump, yeah, Shorty do the job. Great. She's amazing. That's why I want it to be her segment. I
think y'all can work very well together. And once again, you got to stop letting the internet pit y'all against each other. I know the internet has created a narrative, Lauren versus Jess versus Lauren.
Then that's what it is.
And that's what I'm trying to say is the internet is there. We see it. None of us can ignore it. I saw that Corey thing a week ago. It didn't say nothing about it.
Yeah, but y'all clear up everything else. Nobody want to clear up that I'm not feeling that. I don't like you, or I'm hating on a.
They say I'm gay. I ain't never came up here and said I don't suck no pee-pee.
That's true,
that's different now. Come on.
The last time I attempted to do that, Jess, it went so bad that I said I wasn't going to do it again.
Attempted to do what?
I don't dislike you. You don't dislike me. The day you came back. That's what my intentions was. And we talked about
that was different. The way when I did come back, Lauren, you have to admit that ish was crazy. The way we had a setup, we had something going, we had a whole nother plan. It went left. You came in here and it's like you did something totally different. The first thing that you spoke to was the things in the comments.
I feel like we're having a behind the scenes meeting on air, which is kind of cool. But let's go to commercial or something, and then come back.
Well, the whole thing is we need a resolution, bro. We'll take some phone calls, but like I'm resolution based and not argument based. So let's resolve
shut
this.
Up. You're the number one beige rage person. You ain't never came up with a resolution, a solution in your life. Cut it out.
Well, I just want to say,
Women's History Month. I just want to say,
Jess, what you feeling, we feel it together. And when the other thing happened that I called you about, I said that to you.
What was the other thing? Oh, you don't want to say
the academics thing. And I want you to know, I responded
to me. It's just lead.
I responded to that on Twitter. I didn't send it to you. I didn't feel like I had to, but I did. But I called you about it.
The comments. Stop listening to the comments.
Let me talk.
In real life, we love everybody. Y'all love each other. This can work.
It will work. It will work. What I'm saying, because this is.
You see what I'm saying? Don't let me.
I'm joking, though. I'm joking.
This came from them making it a topic, and now it's a problem because we're talking about it.
Exactly. What I'm saying is that this will work, but sometimes this might have to happen, and it's happening tapping in with love, because when I saw Jess crying, I came in here because I care about, you have to be okay for all of this to be okay. And I'm a producer at the end of the day. You my talent, we gonna be straight. Everything's gonna be fine.
Let's take some
Man, big shout out to DJ Envy, bro. Like, he had to keep it real with her, and I don't want to down Jess, bro, because I seen some people in the comments like, if y'all is just not liking a black woman being, it's not even about that, bro. It's about she letting the people get to her, whether it's Corey Holcomb or my opinion or whoever opinion, even though I never was trying to put her in. I was ignoring that whole rumor mill I heard about her and Lauren LaRosa. But you got to keep stuff like that off the internet, yo. Like, you letting other people turn you against the gang. We supposed to be gang. You know what I'm saying? Even if you go on on live and air them out and drag them, you're gonna go on live and drag us, or you're gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like a form of betrayal. You know what I mean? It's betrayal in a sense, and like I said, it's not like nobody has consideration for Jess Hilarious' feelings, but you gotta understand how they make other people feel. Like, damn, I won't even thinking of it like that. And it turns out that you think that we don't fuck with you and that we don't like you, and it's not even like that. You know what I'm saying? It's looking like that you might not be built for this position. You know what I'm saying? You letting these people get to you, whether it's Corey Holcomb and whoever you've been beefing with for 15, 10, 11 years, it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Because they wish they could be in your position. You already killing them with that. You already killing all the critics with that. You know what I'm saying? And look at Lauren LaRosa. She was like, I didn't know it was even like that, really. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, Jess, you in a professional environment. You wanted to come to the big leagues and get off just the internet and just, you're in the big leagues now. Now you got more shooters aiming at you, trying to tear down your character. You got people that already don't like you, and you got more shooters that's aiming at your character. So how you gonna perform? You know what I'm saying? Like I said the other day, people be talking stuff about me all the time. Sometimes I respond, sometimes I don't, but I never like get so caught up in it that it just makes me start snapping on certain people, or I just get wrapped up in it and make 1,000 hate videos and go on live. I if it's in real time, pretty much for me, I might say something about it, I might not. It just depends. If it's just like, you know what I'm saying? But I'll never like let it alter my perception of which the truth. You know, people support me, and there's a reason they support me. You know what I'm saying? People can talk about, oh, your change is little, and nigga, y'all ain't got no change. And if you do, nigga, did you pay for them? Because all my shit paid for and it's real. Or, yeah, you should, that's why you should have more views. And nigga, we got 61 million views on this channel alone, nigga. And I address it when I just, well, where's your YouTube plug, nigga? How many times I need to explain to y'all, if you get demonetized, you're not gonna have a YouTube plug. And I made a couple videos. I'm not gonna keep addressing this shit, bro. And I know my shit is legit. But I never like a fly off the handle where I'll make 45 fucking videos, you know what I'm saying? Or start blaming the viewers. Y'all need to be supporting me more anyway. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Everything is what it's supposed to be. I know it's authentic, I know it's real, I know it's real work. You know what I'm saying? Why you think I even with the haters, look how many haters niggas get, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, Jess Hilarious need to have tougher skin, bro, and learn how to not get your emotions so wrapped up to the point where you start going against the gang. Because if we should call it a high school, that's what we supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Which, why are you, I mean, if you're intimidated, just say that. Maybe you need to think to yourself and admit you know what, maybe I'm just postpartum. She just coming off a baby, postpartum. Like, maybe you just was a little intimidated. You need to crack down on your jokes. If Lauren, I'm gonna tell y'all what I noticed about the girl, Lauren LaRosa. This is me personally, IQ. I noticed that she be on YouTube too, like Lauren LaRosa. Like, she goes and looks at, I feel like she didn't watch a couple of my videos or just about different topics, other people, you know what I'm saying, people who share. She just be tapped into like she be tapped in. I can't remember what video was it that I was like, oh, she be paying attention because it was a video, it was recently, it was like a week ago. I was like, she must be watching some of us. We really just be tapping in on the surface, and I was like, oh, she's paying attention. Go hard at your work. Do more research like she does, or whatever. Break more creative jokes. But whatever you do, Jess Hilarious, keep that shit off the internet and don't turn on the game. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, notification. I'm gone. Okay.
Hey, make sure you subscribe to my other channels pinned in the description for exclusive content and send me all reactions to the Discord that's pinned in the comments. Gang.